Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm doing your 2020 forecasts. This is going to be, excuse me, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. As always, just keep in mind these are very general readings. Take what resonates, disregard the rest, and make sure to watch all your signs. I am running a 2020 special in addition to the forecasts who are still available at special price. So if you're interested in that, look in the description box below. And we're just going to just get started here. Now, I do want to say that this is just a tiny piece of what you would get in a private reading if you were to get a private reading with a yearly forecast or a 6-month forecast, okay? And those of you who've had readings with me already know that. You know, I clarify with a bunch of decks. I'm just going to do the first part for the general readings here on YouTube. And what I also say to my clients is just keep an open mind. And then with forecasts, some things are going to make sense, some things may not. Give it time and then watch the forecast close to the end of a month. Look back and see how the energies transpired. And also kind of look ahead and give yourself a heads up about what energies might be coming in, okay? So, okay, all that being said, let's see what's going on for you guys and gals in 2020. So we have for Gemini, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands as your overall energy. So with the Two of Wands, I feel that you're making plans for the future at this time and you're looking far ahead into the future, okay? For those of you, this can indicate travel. This can indicate, I feel that you have a plan and you're making all your choices based on where you want to get to in the long run, okay? So you're definitely thinking far ahead into the future at this time. The Two of Wands can also talk about, for some of you, this will be relocation. For others, this would be change in jobs, change in what you do for a living, as in, you know, change in career. You're going from one thing that you've been familiar with for a while to something that is brand new, but it is the next level, okay? So that's interesting. You start off January with the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords, the way I'm seeing the Ten of Swords here, for some of you, is just recovering after an extremely busy time, whether that is December or months prior. For others of you, this is feeling overwhelmed, okay, whether this is financially, mentally, health-wise, okay. For a lot of you, I'm also seeing cutting back on things or cutting down on things willingly. So whether you're, you know, removing meat from your diet or you are removing alcohol from your diet, you are cutting something out of your diet, out of your environment, out of your okay, for some of you, I hear out of your person. So this is some sort of procedure, some sort of surgery. If it is that, I feel like it's been planned for a while. You've known about it, you've prepared for it, you're good. It will take some time to recover, but that's, you know, to be expected. And I feel that it frees you from something. And that could also be the case with expenses. You're cutting expenses out and that frees you in terms of finances. So I'm just explaining the energies and then trying to give what examples I can come up with, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing that's going to happen. In February, we have the Justice card. So with the Justice card, this is legal victory. I'm also seeing this as putting something right or making something official. For some of you, this can be divorce if the Ten of Swords is the end of a relationship or the end of a marriage. Okay, so this is when that would be finalized with the Justice card, or that is the process, the legal process is started. For those of you, this is contracts, paperwork, visas, business paperwork, company. So starting a company, closing a company. I don't know what the verb is for that. But it's making things official, and it's also bringing balance into your finances, bringing balance into your relationships, whatever the case may be, okay, as a result of making something official. In March, we have the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, the Ten of Swords with the Justice card in Jan and Feb talk about a procedure to allow you or your partner to get pregnant, okay? And then this is finding out that you're pregnant with the Ten of Pentacles. That's how I'm seeing it for some of you. For others, the Ten of Pentacles is spending time with family, spending time with loved ones, especially if you've experienced the end of a relationship or the end of a marriage. Sorting out custody or receiving child support, spousal support. That's also coming through for some of you. For others of you, I'm seeing this as, look, I see it, so I have to say it, but like I say, it's not going to be for everyone, okay? So try not to panic. But with the Ten of Swords, the Justice card, and the Ten of Pentacles, it can be a case of someone passing away, and then there's a will, and you receive something in the will, okay? House, property, money, family heirlooms, that sort of thing. If this is the case, once again, this will not be a surprise. This is something that you've known is coming and you've prepared for, and as much as we can for these types of situations. But I definitely see that scenario, so for some of you, it will definitely apply, okay? And if it does, my condolences. In April, we have the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is a victory of some sort. Something that you have planned for, worked on, you've had to sacrifice for. That's what this victory is about for you. Once again, we have the element of documentation, making things official. I'm also seeing this as something being passed down to you, whether it's in the sense that we've just discussed, or you are taking on someone else's job because they're leaving and you're stepping up to the plate, or you are running the business on your own because maybe your partner's going away or whatever the case may be. So you're stepping up to the plate with something in April where it's more responsibility, power of decision, and of course it comes with the additional benefits, okay, that entail this kind of role or this kind of situation that are involved in, I mean. In May, we have the King of Cups. So this could be a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or Pisces, someone of rising that's significant for you at this time. I'm seeing this coming in as a business partner for some, or someone offering to find you a good job, like an intermediary, recruiter, a headhunter, that sort of energy. For those of you, this is your energy, whether you're male or female, especially if you own your own business or you work in the world of business, finance, negotiations, anything like that, okay? And it just talks about things leveling up, something's going to the next level, something is stabilizing. This is successful negotiations, whatever kind of negotiations you're taking part in. And for others of you, this is a month where what I hear is you will profit through your network. You will profit through the connections you have or the connections you make, okay? And for others of you, this could be someone new you meet that catches your eye in a romantic sense. Or this is a focus on your current partner if you are with a water sign. So I don't know if this talks about holiday or if this talks about just going away together for a little while. but it can be a focus on your emotional connections as well. And I also see travel for a lot of you. In June, we have the devil. Now, the devil energy can represent a Capricorn in your life. That's a focus for better or for worse. For others of you, though, I'm seeing the devil as a focus on money. So you have this victory, you have this leveling up of things, and I'm seeing you focus more and more on money, on status, on your reputation, because again, you have a plan. You're looking far ahead into the future, and you're working really, really hard to get there sooner rather than later. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. For those of you who you are meeting someone new at this time, I'm seeing the devil as a lot of passion, just having fun, going out, maybe partying, drinking, dancing, singing, whatever you want to do. Of course, there's a sexual component attached to the devil energy, okay, so that kind of fun. For some of you, what I'm getting here is some sort of honeymoon or honeymoon energy, okay, with this. If you are cutting something out of your life or your diet for your health and well-being in the beginning of the year, with the devil around June, I'm seeing this as either a review of how far you've come, or like a checkup or something, focusing specifically on the things that are bad for you that you've let go of, and the things that are bad for you that you still are working on or want to be working on, something like that, okay? And if this is not you, you could be helping someone out that's dealing with this energy of addiction, helping them find the way, okay? Maybe someone with a drinking problem, and you're helping them find their way. In July, we have the Five of Wands. Now, I'm seeing the Five of Wands as on-the-job training for some of you, continuous development for others of you. This is, for some, this is a focus on spending time with family and siblings in particular. So I don't know if it's someone's birthday, or I don't know if what other type of event it is that gets the family to come together, especially siblings and cousins and that sort of energy, okay? For those of you, this is taking part in competitions, whether it's job interviews or physical competitions, okay? Or actual competitions, or whatever the case may be. And you're just giving it your best. And with the Five of Wands, the guidance is whatever it is that you're doing, don't compare yourself to others, and don't try to do what others are doing. Do you, as they say. Don't be afraid to stand out, because actually that is what is going to get you what you want. That's going to be the winning move for you. Be unique, be individual, okay? Which you already are when it comes to the situation. You already have a lot to bring to the table that is very, very different than what everyone else is bringing to the table, and that's not a bad thing. That's your strength, okay? The Five of Wands with the devil energy here can also talk about dating, going out, meeting different people, doing something different every day, or something different every night or every week, that sort of energy as well, okay? In August, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a time of pause, where you pause and you look back at how far you've come this year, how far you've come in the 7 months before, okay? I definitely get a very strong feeling that a lot of you are extremely focused, and you have this very detailed plan. If nothing else, it has very specific time frames. I want to be here by this point, I want to be here by this point, go there by this point in time, and so on and so forth. And so that's what I feel you're looking at, because you have a separate goal for each month for some of you. And you're just on track, you're on top of it. Okay, and you're assessing how far you've come. You're assessing what you've had to put into the situation in order to get these results. Is this something you want to continue? Is this something you want to tweak? That sort of energy. For others, I do see you submitting something. Maybe it's whatever this Five of Wands is talking about in July. You're submitting something, and you're waiting for the results. You're waiting for feedback. You're waiting for comments. You're waiting for the review or the judgment, however it applies. In September, it looks like it's coming through. We have the Princess of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. So this is good news coming in September about whatever it is that you've been waiting on. Okay? It can be, you reaching out to someone and hoping they get back to you, whether that is in a romantic sense or not. This is definitely news that makes you very happy. I feel that this talks about an opportunity being presented to you, a new door being opened to you, however it applies. For others, again, I'm getting, because your next card is the Ace of Cups and the Princess of Cups here, I'm getting news about a pregnancy very, very strongly. If it's not happening in the beginning of the year, for others of you, it's happening in the second half of the year. And that's what this is about. This could also be a lot of talk around children, or talks around a new relationship, or bringing something new into the relationship. However this energy applies, it is an opportunity presented to you. You hear about it through other people. Okay, so again, you benefit through your connections at this time throughout 2020. In October, you have the Ace of Cups. So again, pregnancy energy for some, marriage proposals for others. This can also talk about a new home or a new living arrangement, moving in with someone or moving out on your own, depends on your circumstances. It can also be either falling in love with a person or falling in love with something, a job, a project, a business idea, a hobby. Okay, this is definitely the energy of love, of nurturing, and having more than you need, having much more than what you need, or receiving more than you asked for, however that applies. And for some of you, either this is the energy of pregnancy or it's giving birth at this time. In November, we have the Death card. With the Death card, yes, it can indicate a Scorpio. So again, going back to this water sign energy around you. But the Death card talks about complete change, complete transformation. You are, I feel, moving into a stage or a phase of life that you've never been in before. So if, for example, you've never had children until now, this is the year when you're going to have a child. If you've never been married until now, this is the year when either you get married or you meet the person you end up marrying. If you've never lived with someone, this is the year when that happens, okay? So I'm seeing you reaching a place you've never been before. And again, that could be actually or metaphorically, okay? But it took you a long time to get here. You've had to endure a lot to get here, is what I'm getting. And you've earned this new phase, this new door being open to you, okay? You've worked really hard to get here. And like I say, this is something you've never done before. You've never been in this position before in your life. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. It means you've grown, you've evolved, you're going to the next level. So embrace it, okay? But you're dealing with a lot of new situations. You might be feeling differently about who you are and what you want. You might be feeling differently within yourself. Your environment is different. You're just a lot of different energy, as in new, okay? Something you've never experienced before. So that's really, really great. And then in December, we have the Prince of Pentacles, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. You're on your way. You're on your way. This is growth. This is your plan. Okay, this is the plan. This is the strategy. The Knight of Pentacles moves very slowly. The Knight of Pentacles can take a while to get going. Okay, before he's a knight, he is a page. And what do pages do? They learn, they research, especially the Page of Pentacles. Look at things from different angles, plan things out, look at the details. And when they're ready to take action, that's when they become the Knight. That's when they become the Prince of Pentacles. And they always reach their goal. Why? Because they have such a good plan. and they stick to it almost religiously, and they persevere, and they always reach their goal. It's a guarantee. Okay, so this just tells you, well done. The plan you've come up with is solid, and it's what you'll be working on for the next year or the next few years in your life, because it will continue to bring you growth, blessings, and more opportunities. Okay, so how awesome is that, Gemini? All right, so let me know how this makes sense to you. If it does, remember it is a forecast and we are looking far ahead, so you might have to come back. Actually, I recommend you coming back to the forecast every now and again to just revisit and refresh it in your memory, because it is a long way away, isn't it? But I hope it makes sense. I hope it gives you a heads up for what's to come, and it prepares you, puts you in the right mood, mentality, mindset, to just get stuff done. Okay, this is the year. All right, so I hope this helps. Have a fantastic year ahead, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.